So what is Fuckup next?
Hi guys, thank you very much for having me, it's a pleasure. Okay, so it's 2017. I'm working. I'm managing communications for Badeian's initiatives in Moscow. I'm traveling, I'm eating well, I'm living my best life. And I'm reading books. I'm reading a lot of books, like 50 books a year. And I opened this book called Green Revolution. It's written by this guy, CEO of Henry Boyd Foundation. This is a German foundation, very famous. So I know people from this foundation and I trust them. So I'm reading this book and suddenly I read that this guy says that we have 17 years till the point of no return. I'm like, what's that? And I Google. And so basically, point of no return is the point in history, in the future, when we as humanity will emit that much greenhouse gases, that we will do so many bad things for the environment that we will not be able to bounce back. So the inevitable change will start, and like everything will go very, very bad. And we have just 17 years till that amazing moment in history. This stops me, and I start searching and doing my research on the environment and climate change, and I got super interested in this. Because as every Armenian, I want to change the world, right, you guys? I guess everyone wants here, at least say it, just small part. And I'm like, I have just 17 years, I can't manage this. So I'm doing my research, and one day we're talking to a man, and I'm super happy that I am able to talk to him. He's super smart, I respect him a lot. And he asks me about the future, what I'm gonna do. And I'm sharing that I'm super interested in the environment. And he tells me about this initiative called World Cleanup Day. This is an event all over the world. People get out to the streets, they collect the trash, this cool initiative. And we see that there is no company, no team in Armenia that handles this. And we decide to make it in Armenia. So fast forward, I come to Yerevan from Moscow. We have just 2 months, zero budget. And we made it with some people actually from here as well. We managed to have 10,000 people, 250 partners. It was huge. There were divers in Sevan, people in every region. We did waste plastic sorting. It was huge. It was amazing, and everyone was so happy. And I'm like, yeah, we're saving the world. This is a good start. I have a team. I raised the money for 1 year of operations. I called the initiative Climate U-Turn. And I'm very excited. So my vision is that the issue is that we don't know about climate change much. And I'm going to create a tool that will help everyone learn super fast and simple about climate change, all the environmental issues, and will give us some action, what to do. And here is the story how a success can be a Fuckup. But after the cleanup, literally guys, for 3 months, people are thinking that I'm doing the waste management of this country, which I'm not doing. So people are calling me, and I hate when people call me, this is so not fun. Texting me, sharing their location with me, sending me their pictures and saying, clean, why you guys didn't clean my backyard? I'm like, I'm not doing this. And everyone insists, and they're so angry why I'm not cleaning their backyards, and they're asking me who's managing the waste. It's I have no idea. Finally, when people calm down, oh, this is actually the new picture. So finally we started our thing, the climate U-turn, because we want to make the climate make the U-turn, because obviously we think we are moving into the wrong direction. And here is the first Fuckup. So I'm thinking, okay, if I want to create this tool, how and I asked them, okay, so if we want to create this AI bot, and you will be taking a picture of your water bill, of your shampoo, of your energy bill, and the AI, super smart, will be telling you what you're gonna do with your life. And they just smile, love maybe, and they say it will take me 5 years to teach AI this, and like a lot of money. And okay, I'm like, okay, I can build this. What I can build? Gamification. And I start talking to people from gaming industry, and I'm talking to this guys who created very expensive video games, and I'm saying, let's change people's behavior. We should create this tool, gaming. And they're like, okay, I can make this in 3 years, and this is my huge budget. And I realized I don't have this money. So, like 50 failed hypotheses later, I realized that I've been tackling different tech directions, and I couldn't find anything that would work. In the same time, I'm having some issues with my team, because my team, and one more fuck-up, because I hired the people with whom I did the cleanup, and they were super amazing in managing thousands of people. They actually managed this whole initiative. And they were good in it, and I was very grateful to them. But they were not that good in the research that I needed, in the scientific research. They were not good in content creation. And so I have to say goodbye to my whole team. So 50 failed hypotheses later, without a team, I come back to Moscow. And this is the picture from the event. So every year I'm hosting Donau Party for my non-Armenian friends in Russia. And I love this event. Like, I am waiting for this event, and all the friends gather, it's the best thing. But after the event, everyone is gone. I realized that this is the only thing I remember. Not because I was drunk, I was not. But because I was burned out. And I felt super terrible inside, because I have some responsibilities. I have partners, I have founders, I have a community, and I need to prove that we're saving this planet eventually. And I have no idea what to do. I'm like, okay, maybe I should take some rest. And I decided not to work for a while, which was like 2 weeks, but still. And during that time, I'm talking to my friends, and I'm again sharing this idea about climate change and how we're going to teach everyone at once, and how we'll give the tool. And he says, you know what, I have a friend you should talk to, because she's also interested in this. I'm not yet sure, so I'm meeting this friend, and again, telling all my vision, sharing it with her. And she's like, oh, you know what? Can you come to our company and do this for us? I'm like, really? She's like, yes. And she's like, so how much this is gonna cost? I'm counting hours in my head, I'm like, this much. And she's like, okay, yeah, you can do it. This is me very happy. This conversation happened in Fuckup, a business school. We basically decided that we will come to their office, we will analyze the waste, we'll analyze the energy consumption, water consumption, transportation that their team uses, even the food that their team eats, because everything is affects environment. So we're selling our first product, and I'm going to their office and manually, with my hands and a spreadsheet, I'm working with them. And then I'm picking another friend and another friend, and I'm talking to them about the products that we're building, and they're interested. And they're like, yeah, you can come to our office and do it for us as well. And I'm doing it manually again. And I'm seeing some impact. And the lesson here for me was, if you can start something manually, if you're not a specialist in AI or gamification or building bots, if you can have just a spreadsheet with the information, you better use a spreadsheet. In the same time, one more beautiful thing happens. Second product, you see, I'm talking to my brother. He's a teenager. He studies, he loves to study, but the only thing he doesn't like to do is literature. He hates poems, learning poems by heart. So, and we're talking, and I'm like, yeah, well, like, what's the problem? Because you can learn anything, like any shitty Russian poem, you can learn in 15 minutes. He's like, how you can do it? And I remember that when I was a teenager myself, I came up with a methodology, technique of learning every super shitty poem in 15 minutes, just to get my 5. So I shared this method with him. I Google randomly sent a poem, and I'm just sending him video with me saying this poem. He's very surprised, and I'm very surprised, because I realized that using the same technique, I can basically teach people about climate change. And so I'm sitting, and in 5 hours I'm creating content. This is me, videos, and I'm just doing YouTube videos and Google Forms. So I'm packing my product like this. So what is it? So this is basically a series of like short YouTube video, like 5 minutes, and then Google Form, and then video again, and then Google Form with a question. So the idea is that you learn something, then you answer questions about it, and then you repeat it, and then you repeat it 10 times with your imagination. So I'm just uploading everything and sharing with my brother's classmates. And I'm like, hey guys, can you test this? Like, if it works. And suddenly, they're doing it. And they're not distracted for an hour and a half. But teenagers' attention span is 8 seconds. And they're not distracted for more than an hour. And I realized that this also works. And I did it manually with my hand and just YouTube. So my learnings are, you guys, you should focus on your power. My mistake was that for 8 months, I was trying to understand all the techie things, AI, etc., that I didn't know, and that's why it didn't work. And when I started doing whatever I could with the knowledge and with my expertise that I had, it worked. I also advise ignore the supporters and just look at the people who are paying you the money. If there is a person who wants your product and pays you, this is the thing that you should put your attention on. Don't hire before you have enough tasks for your team. And don't think that your team are just co-founders just like you, because if you're a manager, it's your job to lead them. So you have to give them tasks. And you know what? If you're having a 10,000 people event, make sure you lead them in the right direction. That's it, thank you.
Հարցեր ունենք ձյանային, էլի կարող եք հայերեն տալ ռուսերեն հարցեր կամ անգլերեն։
So are we still doomed? What's the date? Is it 17 years? Like, how many years do we have?
Well, my vision is that the more optimistic trends we share and the more efforts we put in, the more positive energy will just boost, and maybe we will save ourselves. But no, actually, I'm seeing a lot of good trends, and hopefully, if we all use our products that we're building on, I think we're not doomed. I think we have a future. Hopefully, we just need to think about it. Just think about environmental impact of our lives.
How perfect cost you can give our chance?
2035. Option, we don't have enough time actually.
Can you share this method of learning?
Yeah, so here is the thing. So let's say a poem. You have, let's say, a poem that consists of 10 blocks. So you read and you rewrite block number 1. Then it's so easy, it's super easy. And then you read and rewrite block number 2, but you say it, block 1 and block 2 together. Then you're rewriting block number 3, and you're saying orally like 1, 2, and 3. And by the end, you said all the 10 blocks 10 times. It's incredibly easy, but it works always. Thank you.
So what is Fuckup, man?